Greetings, text lovers, to another exciting day of Let's Playing Avendar in the morning. Last we left off, we had teamed up with Elsendar and braved the challenges of the Chaja Caves, in which we got eaten by a spider, or multiple spiders. It was kind of hard to tell. But we did manage to do some shenanigans with bandits and other things I'm having a hard time remembering. Pretty sure we went... Oh, we killed a lot of ice ghouls. Like, a lot of ice ghouls. Turns out, having a water templar stand in front of you and take all the hits really enables a fire scholar to just do their work. So that was fun. Today in Avendar we have... Let's refresh the page. There are currently 2 adventurers traveling around in Avendar, average level of 37. One of those is us, so we have to assume there's probably one level 50 dude running around. Most recent advancement, Tertian, has reached level 16 in her guild. Most recent death, Kierlin, has died recently. Rest in peace, Kierlin. And our rumor today is beneath the Uthlin Ocean, there is a hidden treasure guarded by an angry octopus. Well, we have been beneath the Uthlin Ocean, so I think we know where that is. That's that place with the eels that we decided that was not a good place to get killed. Now, as far as things that are different, I did update the Mudlet client yet again, and they fixed the color issue. So now all of the colors of the boxes default back to red. Heaven knows why that was not originally a thing, because I wasted all of that time converting them all back to red anyway, but whatever, they're back to red now, so now we have blue and red boxes scattered about random places, but they should all be red as far as I understand now. Last part of it is they added a thing that you can change how your marker looks, so I just did a custom green and yellow marker because I thought it popped out to me. I don't know. It also, I didn't like the original marker because you could never see the room you were in. It, like, up here, it covered the entire room in this awful red circle, so I definitely appreciate being able to make your own marker. But alright, where does that leave us today? Well, using our handy dandy where command, we can see all of the people who are in this area, which is apparently just us. So Kierlin, I'm assuming Kierlin is the other character logged in here today. Kierlin is off adventuring somewhere. I think there's also a where command. There's also a what command or who command. Yeah, here we go. Oh, the who command lets us know who's playing. Wow. So Civil is a druid in Ithene Fenin, and is the Grand Hierophant of Avendar. Or perhaps that's where she is. At the Grand Hierophant of Avendar. I don't know. There's another command that lets you... How do you do it here? It shows you... Let's see, there's who, where, what, how? You howl at the moon. Why? And when? There was a command I used that revealed every NPC in the area. I'm not sure how I did it. I thought it might have been the who command, but apparently not. People? NPC? Scan? Oh well, doesn't really matter. So what are we doing today? I think today we're gonna go back to the Chaja Caves. Let's just head on out. I managed to explore a large portion of the Chaja Caves off camera, mostly because it didn't really seem like anything exciting was going on, particularly related to the caves. It was filled with a lot of monsters we could easily kill, at least on the first level. I will admit, though, I traveled down into the lower caves, and without L to protect us, we were unable to easily dispatch the Shudeni further below, which was disappointing. Curiosity gripped Talaris, and the ring that L told us not to pick up. Talaris picked it up. It's all Talaris' fault, it's not my fault. So we have a ring in our inventory now here. Where is it? A mud-caked ring. And that will give us a -5 on strength if we equip it. And we can't drop it. As you see, it says we can't let it go. I had not realized that was what L was trying to say. I thought L was trying to say that if we equipped it, we wouldn't be able to let it go. But apparently it's just if you pick it up, so I don't really know how to get rid of it. I even tried casting, what was it called? Purity? Not Purity. Purify? Hold on. It's one of these spells. Baptism of Fire. That's right. So you cast Baptism, and it harms you. Not as bad as I thought it was going to. And it cleanses, apparently, all of our diseases and stuff. Which I think is funny, because I was poisoned at some point, and I tried to use it, and it doesn't cleanse the poison. I don't... Hold on, let's get a better look at Baptism here. It says it cures most poisons. So I guess not all poisons. I don't really know how many times we've been poisoned. Anyway, so you can see there we've mapped the first floor. Nothing terribly exciting here. There are a couple carts with ore in it here. And then somewhere up here is that adventurer with the ring on it. Although now that we've picked it up, I don't know if perhaps it's permanently in our inventory. There's also a corpse here. I should probably mark these on the map. So if you search this corpse, you get some low-level gear, mostly armor, like a belt, a dusty cape, that kind of stuff. Not useful to us now, but certainly I could see that being useful to a low-level character. Let's find out where that other corpse is. And all the monsters in here are very easy for us to kill. So I'm having trouble finding it. I'm sure I've like accidentally bumped into it and probably walked past it. Oh, maybe it's not on this level. Maybe it's on the second level. Okay, so we go down here and there's some... Yeah, okay, I marked it on the map. It's up here. That's where the corpse is. The issue is that here is a spring, and right here is a giant octopus monster, or at least some sort of kraken monster, with many tentacles. It nearly killed us. And here is a drop-off, which surprisingly, even if you're flying, you can't fly back up, and it leads down into the web maze down below, which is not really where we want to be. And the reason I'm pointing all this out is because we were following L, and I had no idea what our orientation was, because we didn't have any of this mapped out. So this is kind of the area that we were traveling around with her in. If I can get the map recentered here. So we started out walking around here, and she took us down to this level, and then if we travel here to this square and go down again, we will be down again. We will be down here, which is the web of maze, or the maze web. What is it called? A web-filled maze. And that's where the horrible spiders are that were so powerful that they even murdered Elle before she could even react to anything. So let's go ahead and fill in the rest of the Chaja caves here, at least on the second floor. Again, there's not really any impressive monsters here except for the Shudeni. There are the Chaja hunters. Oh, what's this? Looks like we can go down here. This probably just leads to the web-filled maze again. Yeah. So we're gonna go back up. We don't wanna We don't want to be in the maze. The maze sounds like a bad place to be. But I guess that's it for the second level. We can kill things like this centipede and... if I can type in the name correctly. But there's... We don't get any EXP, and the centipede itself isn't particularly threatening. Now, why are we punching the centipede? Hold on, we should probably look into that. Okay, so I guess we get 14 EXP. So these monsters are on the very tail end of our current proficiency range, or whatever you want to call it. But it is strange. We see a lot of Chaja here, which, if I remember correctly, the Chaja are the mountainous, beast-like creatures with pale, milky eyes that serve as tools of the Shudeni. And Elle recommended we don't kill the Chaja, because if we consider the Chaja, I think she said there isn't an evil glint in their eye. No, there is an evil glint in their eyes. I don't know why she was upset with us killing them. Chaja rests on a stone. Well, anyway, if we go here... Yeah, here we see a Shudeni leader. The Shudeni leader hisses at us. I think there was like a couple more Shudeni somewhere around here. I'm not seeing them. One interesting thing we can do is cast scan on these things. Whoops, gotta type cast. And this will show us what they're weak to. Illusion and fear. I don't think we have any illusion or fear spells, but interestingly, if we cast scan on the Shudeni are weak to light and resist negative. I suppose that's dark. But if we consider the Chaja the perfect match, so I guess we could train on the Chaja here. So without L to tell Talaris not to fight the Chaja, I think Talaris has no trouble sneaking in here and picking them off, if he can. I don't know, will they all attack us if we attack one of them? I guess there's only one way to find out. It doesn't look like it. I think we'd be seeing a lot more text if there were. Yeah, the hunters... Wow, yeah, that's a dead Chaja. They're not even weak to our magic. And that was a pretty decent 200 EXP. I don't think I have a problem with that. Oh, wait a minute. Now that we can see in the dark, will we see anything else? No. Interesting. Okay, I guess we'll just pick off a couple of these Chajas. I don't see why not. We've got 3,000 EXP, it looks like, to the next level, so that would be what? Assuming we get about 200, which if... I was gonna say, assuming that the rule of diminishing returns applies here, which apparently it doesn't. I don't understand why we were fighting those walruses or sea lions, and we just kept getting less and less EXP. But the Chajas seem to be holding steady at about 200. Alright, let's risk another Chaja here. I think we've got the HP easily for it. We only lost about 150 killing two of them. Well, this one's swinging with vengeance. Oh dear. Why are we punching the Chaja again? Gosh darn it. Wow, that one gave us 223 EXP. We are getting a small amount of gold from these enemies as well, which is interesting. And I think they're one of the first plentiful enemies that provide gold. There are a couple bandits that are in the savannah that drop a meager pittance of a few coppers. I guess these guys are only dropping a few coppers as well, but it's still better than what we had at the beginning, which was just nothing. I can't find a single thing that drops gold, but apparently these guys do. We do have this subterranean mushroom, which was one of the mushrooms that Elle had. They're just food, I think. I don't really know what to do with them. And for some reason we found this rabbit hide pouch, which I really just need to drop. Let's look in the pouch. Oh, there's a small scroll encased in ivory. Wait, what? Take scroll from pouch. ID scroll. A small scroll, magic, non-metal, holds... What? Scroll, level 10. Spell cause critical. Interesting. Encased in ivory. So the scroll is encased in ivory. Can we read that? What's our, hold on here. What's our, skill? Skill at reading scrolls. 69%. We could probably read this. I kind of want to see what the value of this is. So we're going to put the scroll back in the pouch. And I guess we'll just use the small rabbit hide pouch for weird magical items. Should probably cast Burnout and Warmth, and then just sleep at the fire. I got some dental work done yesterday. Nothing actually major, but they painted some awful stuff. Or not a dental work, I shouldn't even call it. It was just a dental checkup, but they painted some awful stuff on my teeth. I'm gonna go get a glass of water while we wait for Talaris to regain his stats. But yeah, apparently I brushed my teeth too hard, and so I have some teeth with recessed gums. That's probably TMI for you. Alright. Well, wait, why is our dagger here on the ground? Hold on, let's take this dagger back. I think Elle warned us about this, that the Chaja would try to disarm you. That would be a pretty big deal to any fighter. Not really as big of a deal for us, still annoying. Largely because, I mean, our dagger does output a bit of damage. It's not a lot, but it's still something that we rely on. Let's try and pay attention to what they do. Yeah, we're punching again. Why are we punching? Did we not re-equip the... Yeah, for some reason we didn't re-equip the dagger. It's probably my button's fault. Whoa, now we're suddenly getting 59 EXP? That is vastly different from where we were. It's because we killed a servant this time who was resting? Are the resting servants considered weaker? Hold on, let's scan this servant. No, seems... Oh, no, it is... This one is weaker. It says this Chaja... The Chaja is slightly weaker than your magic. Are there... What if we do 2.Chaja? And then this Chaja looks like an easy kill. So the Chaja are all different. And something comes to mind right now. Do you think that was what was happening with the sea lions? Were the sea lions But no, it says they're both in easy kill. What about those other Chaja? Yeah, the Chaja servants that are setting up camp. Let's consider these. Yeah, okay, so there are servants that are resting and then servants that are doing things. And it seems like the servants that are doing things are worth a lot more EXP. The funny thing is that the weaker servants seem to deal just about the same amount of damage to us, but are worth way less EXP. So I don't really see the point in fighting them. And it's kind of the weird nature of a fire scholar, right? Because we're the very definition of a glass cannon. And because of that, we can kill certain things quickly, but weaker things probably deal a lot more damage to us than perhaps they would a higher level character. We're gonna let our HP tick up one more time, then we'll go back. There we go. And we'll just focus on the active servants then. I don't see a reason to fight anything else. Let's see here. What is it? We start with J, which is immolation, and then we swap to K, which is beam. K for kill. Oh, yeah, the large Chaja disarms you and sends a dagger without a hilt flying. Guess we'll get dagger and sacrifice dem guts to Allele. You know what? Let's go ahead and rune up our dagger again. Costs a lot of MP, but we're losing HP at such a fast rate that we're gonna need to sleep pretty soon after this anyway. And we'll just follow it up again. Go straight from J to K. JK. JK guy. Yeah, see, these Chaja aren't... Wait, what? Were we being fought by two... Oh no, we became better at Beam of Fire. These Chaja aren't dealing any more damage to us, but they're dropping regularly 180 to 200 EXP. Ooh, a Chaja's arm is ripped out of its socket. Let's get that arm and eat that arm. We're nearly full after eating the arm of a humanoid. Is that considered cannibalism? Probably. I will say, Talaris has a bit of wild man in him, certainly from his early years of having to just live off the savannah. So, he wouldn't kill a Siren unprovoked, like in the Jasa village, where that lady was like, oh, why don't you just kill the younglings? Because the Sirens hadn't done anything. But typically the way I play neutral is that people deserve what they give. Which I know isn't actually how neutral is supposed to be played. Neutral is often supposed to be, well, I mean, it's a game, so you can define it any way you want. But neutral oftentimes are concerned with balance. So if good becomes too strong, we fight against the good. If bad becomes too strong, we fight against the bad. Usually, though, I tend to think of neutral, or at least when I play characters, I prefer playing them as he gives people exactly what they give back, which is why I justify attacking the villainous characters and leaving the good ones alone. I don't know. It's probably bad logic. What are we looking at on our score here? Still about 2,000 off. I don't even know why we're gaining this level. It's not like we need it. I think it's just fun to actually be killing something that A, drops experience points, and B, drops gold. No, is it worth it to grab your dagger in the middle of a fight? Once the buffer reaches that point, we'll see if it lets us. It doesn't look like we ever picked it up. And I'm sitting here pushing K. I'm not seeing... Why are we not casting anything? You wield a dagger without a hilt. Wow, that took a long time to pick up the dagger. Did you see that? Yeah, let's go back up here and check this out. So we'll go sleep it off while we're waiting. Okay, so we lost this dagger pretty early into the fight. Large charge disarms you and sends your dagger without a hilt flying. And let's count the number of things we had queued up. So we Jade and Immolation, and that fired off, so that's no longer in the queue. We had a K. K, and then a K cast, so we've got 1 K in the queue. And then we lose our hilt. We throw out another K, so that's 2 beams in the queue. We lose a beam out of the queue. We start punching. And then immediately after, I type get hilt, wear hilt. So there should just be 1 more beam, and then we should pick up the weapon and wear it. So let's see how this goes. Okay, there's the other beam. So right now in the queue, we've got just get dagger, wear dagger. We're punching and punching. We punch a bunch of times. Wow, it just... We're even typing K, but these Ks come after the get dagger, wear dagger command. Look at that, it takes all the way down here. You get a dagger, you wield the dagger, but that happens so many rounds afterwards. I'm not really sure what happened. Did we get stunned? Yeah, I don't know. Oh, wait, here it is. The large charge sends you sprawling. I bet that's what did it. So we were still able to punch back, but I bet... Yeah, it keeps saying sends us sprawling, sends us sprawling. Sends us sprawling. I mean, they are giants. I didn't really stop and think about that. Yeah, and then when he wasn't sending us sprawling, we were able to respond. Alright, that must be that lag mechanic in play. We have a spell for that, don't we? Lambent Aura? Let's see here. Wreathes the caster in flames, causing damage to anyone who attempts to bash, shield bash, or surprise attack them, and protecting the caster from the brunt of the bash. What the Chaja was doing, were those considered bashes? Let's figure this out. Yeah, okay. So the Chaja was bashing us. Yeah, we should cast Lambent Aura. This is the first time we can really use it. So, okay, let's wake up. We'll throw our buffs down. And let's cast Lambent Aura. Cast Lamb. Of course I abbreviated it to that. Blue flames begin to dance around in a sphere. Now this spell doesn't last long, so we'll want to make use of it while we have it. Now it looks like there's only servants left. You think we can fight one of these servants without ticking off the leader? Let's try it. I mean, At the very least, we're protected from getting stunned, right? Okay, let's scan this and see if the leader is attacking us here. No, I guess the leader's just watching us as we're murdering his troops. Cool. Yeah, they're just like watching. We're like, huh, that guy's murdering our dudes. I guess we'll just let him do that. Okay, if I was going to make real sense of it, I think I would imagine it that this is a very large cavernous room, and we're running up the outcropping of some kind of cliff or something, and like there's all these Shudeni and Chaja hissing on random cliffs in the mountain, and we're like meeting them one by one. Oh boy, I'm a little nervous. That was a little low HP when our Lambent aura faded away just in time. Let's get out of here. Oh, you know, something I'm not doing is looking at the corpses. Oh, and we left our dagger here. Oh, we don't need to search the corpses. I think we have auto loot on. Alright, so we're just gonna eat this Chaja leg because we're a monster. And is burnout off? Yeah, is it warmth? Oh, we can't even cast warmth. We're in negative MP land. Oh, looks like we got it back. Okay, we'll cast warmth. That beam of fire is really good, but it burns through our MP pretty quickly. That's okay. So I think I already said this, but we previously weren't using warmth correctly. We were casting it and then just sleeping in the area when what we need to do is type in sleep sign or sleep at the glowing sign or the sigil or whatever. And that'll get us the MP regeneration, and it really bumps us quick. Between burnout and warmth, you see there in one tick we got 114 MP and about the same amount of HP. It really does come back fast. I know early on that was one of my worries about the game, is that this was going to become one of those... I mean, I don't have a lot to compare it to. I haven't played a ton of MMOs over the years, but one I used to play was called Perfect World, and that one suffered a lot from that when, you know, I had a level 70 wizard, and at that point of the game I had to, anytime I killed something, I'd have to walk away from the computer for 5 minutes and let my character regen his stuff, or just buy an endless supply of potions, which became expensive. So that's okay, I probably just wasn't playing the game right. I tend not to play MMOs the way I think a lot of people do. Or at least, I shouldn't say that. I don't really spend a lot of time watching other people play MMOs, but I feel like a lot of times people are like, okay, I just play the game off the wiki, and I look up at what are the perfect grinding spots, what are the perfect XYZs, and I'm like, well, okay, like I could build a spreadsheet and just click things on a spreadsheet and watch numbers go up too, but I don't know. Kind of like to figure things out as we go and find weird ways to do stuff. Alright, let's wake up here. It's interesting that we do finally want Lambent Aura, which has cost so much MP. But it did seem to allow us to fight an extra Shudeni. Or sorry, Chaja. Ah, it looks like all the Chajas respawned. Alright, that's fine. Check our score here. We're 1400 EXP. Go ahead and throw down Lambent. But yeah, it seemed like because Lambent Aura was allowing us to cast Beam more often, we were able to burn through the Chajas much quicker, because we weren't just flailing around with our fists when they knocked the dagger out of our hands. So they're cleaving us. Yeah, it looks like we're punching because we dropped our dagger. This one's putting up a bit more of a fight. There we go. You're too busy fighting to get a dagger without a hilt. Wait. So I guess you can't always successfully get items in the environment, would be my guess. How much gold do we have? What's our worth? 169 copper. Did all of that come from just fighting these Chaja? Ugh. Even after just casting 2, we're already in need of rest. We're not ready to create more warmth. Pity. We'll have to regen the old-fashioned way. Let's see here. Yeah, we need to wait another hour. This song's a little loud. What level are we? Oh, right. Happy birthday to Laris, 36 years old. Played 112 hours and we're level 24. Which means at 25 we get the kind of lame Word of Recall. Although according to L, or I should say Lepsis, Lepsis let me know that apparently he does not get Word of Recall on Elsendar's Water Templar. So it's not just a thing that gets blanketed across all the classes at level 25. We probably get it because we're a wizard. A wizard, Harry. Okay, so we kill about 6 more of these Chaja. So that's about 2 to 3 more rotations. And we'll hit our level 25. Is it even worth it to cast Rune on the dagger? I kind of feel like it's not. I don't feel like we need the extra bonus. We'll just swamp it over to Lambent. Lambent makes sense. Rune, not so much. We did get a telling stab. That doesn't happen often. What's our skill in dagger? 88%? One day we'll be at 100. We're really shredding through our MP. I guess it's fine though. Those sea lions back in the day, they would cost us almost all of our MP. Oh, and that Chaja's already dead. I don't think we chance another one. I think we just play it safe. Go back, cast Burnout. Oh, apparently we're not ready to cast Burnout. It's fine, we'll just cast Warmth and sleep it off normally. So we can easily kill 2 on a rotation, sometimes 3. Probably need to look into increasing our armor. We're still wearing some goofy stuff. So the Lion Fang Talisman, I don't know if we ever went over what those do. I don't quite remember what they do, but I remember they were really good, which is why we have 2 of them. Or at least really good compared to whatever we had previously. I think we were wearing pelts around our neck. You see here, surprisingly, we had some copper bracers from the school. The pelts of ground squirrels are better than the bracers. A black leather belt, that was the upgrade. We just had the belt, the leather belt, I think, from the school. Surprisingly, though, the woolen mantle that we're wearing around our body has been stronger than anything else we've been able to find. I don't think there are very many things we can wear around our body. I think capes or cloaks are worn around the body. I think the gazelle hide is worn around the body. It's just simply because the mantle provides this ridiculous, just flat 5 armor class bonus to everything. And I mean, it's just good. Or at least better than anything else we've found. We're still wearing the beekeeper boots and gloves, which have surprisingly high AC. I don't know if I did this on camera. I found an iron scaled breastplate, which was better than our doublet, so I went ahead and threw that on. A thin ring carved of bone, that also comes from the savannah. That's from a horse, what was it? Hide. Don't ask me how you get bone from a horse hide, but okay. That we gave to the merchant, and he crafted that for us. And the only reason I wear the gleaming gold ring is because it creates light, so we don't have the need of a pendant. We could rely probably just on our infravision and detect invulnerability, I'm imagining. Or detect invisibility. So it's possible we don't really need a light source, but I figure, what the heck. Are we still equipped with our dagger? Okay, we are. There's 2 charger here. Two charger that are up and active anyway. We lost our concentration. This thing's still not dead? Oh, did I not cast Lambent? Shoot. I don't think I did. Okay. Yeah, that probably wasn't helping us. We've got this milky potion that supposedly heals. I keep forgetting to use it. Let's just drink it now. Oh wow, that healed like nothing. That healed 13 HP. What? What? Even at the beginning of the game, was 13 HP ever relevant? And even if it was there ever a time we had access to this potion? I don't even know. Oh well. Oops, I doubled up on immolation. Oh, I forgot to cast Lambent. Hang on, let's clear the buffer and flee. Shoot. Oh shoot, we fleed south. Not good. Cast burnout. Oh crap. Couldn't escape. Couldn't escape. Panic. Couldn't escape. Maybe we should just turn around and kill him. Okay, that was scary. I feel like we deserved to die there, but for some reason didn't. Okay, 363, so 2 more Chaja and we'll have our level. Yeah, I don't see Lambent here. Well, what's our worth? Yeah, I guess we are just slowly incrementing up, right? on copper. Now let me think. If we move the decimal place over 2, that's how much gold we have. Ugh, so small. If we move it over 3, that's how much platinum we have, which is 0.19 platinum out of that copper. The copper just isn't enough. I mean, it's enough for some basic supplies, that's for sure. I'm glad we're getting it. But it takes a long time to build up money. Although 6.2 silver, or yeah, 6.62 silver becomes 0.6 platinum, so we almost have like 2 platinum again. Which is cool, I guess. Okay, this time we gotta remember to cast Lambent. Okay, Lambent's up. Yeah, this is going a lot better. Okay. We'll just kill the last Chaja and then get out of here. Lost her concentration. There it is. Let's see here. You are promoted. You gain 8 hit points, 10 mana, 6 movement, and 3 practices. Reminder, characters are required to have a written background by level 25. The large Shaja hits the ground with a dull thud. Background. Hang on, what's a background? The background command allows a character to describe their background. Your background describes your character's past, and it should include whatever you know about your own past and what God would know about you and your history. The background is meant to have a twofold use. Firstly, it allows the immortals to ensure that everyone has a well role-played character. Secondly, it allows the gods to understand your actions and allows for a more subtle and complicated role-playing. Only the immortals can read your background. You are required to have a background by level 25. It should be 1 to 2 paragraphs, and ideally of 500 words or fewer. Your background should primarily focus on your own character. Family relations are great to include, but if a friend, family member, or other character is the most interesting active character in the background, consider playing that character instead. Let's see here. Characters with placeholder backgrounds will be made to remove them, regardless of level. Sorry, I find that funny. If you were inspired to write a lengthy or detailed background around your character, consider instead putting it up on a website. Backgrounds must be free of violent sexual content, explicitly depicted or no. Specifically, absolutely no references to rape are permitted. Oh my goodness. I mean, makes sense. Okay. Guess we gotta write this. Hang on, I'll be back. Alright, guys. Here's what we got. As a youth, Talaris took for granted many of the privileges that coming from a somewhat wealthy family provided. At an early age, his uncle recognized a certain level of affinity to fire magic within Talaris, and an arrangement was made to provide a stipend so that the young son of his brother could attend the School of Heroes in the illustrious Var Bandor. Early on, Talaris found himself learning the ins and outs of his spellcraft with an acceptable degree of proficiency, but it was apparent that he lacked any kind of personal motivation. He simply was following the path of least resistance that had been set before him without much struggle. This all changed when he stumbled upon mention of the mad goddess Allele in... Oh, I have a typo. In a dusty tome stuffed into the back of one of the school's shelves. While many have come to expect a certain degree of eccentricity from fire scholars, few would have suspected Talaris's immediate obsession with the powerful figure. In spite of no one truly knowing how to meet a deity, he began asking questions in class that ruffled the feathers of even the most learned of professors. Where is Allele now? How would I go about meeting Allele? How do you meet a goddess? Of course, no one took him seriously, in spite of his sincerity. After all, one does not simply walk up and knock on the door of the gods and ask to be let in for a cup of Nendoran tea. This did not stop Talaris's enthusiasm, at least for a while. Classmates began to see less and less of Talaris around the school's common areas, and swore they had heard arcane chanting coming from his room on a less than comfortable regular basis. While he never had any close friends, those at least familiar with him might even catch a fiery blaze in his eyes, something he was quick to cover if noticed. Students began to avoid Talaris. His grades slipped, and the frequency in which he kept covering his eyes led to a developed clumsy social awkwardness. To make matters worse, with his slipping grades and poor reputation amongst the faculty, his uncle became furious, and his family disowned him, accusing him of squandering the tuition they had worked so hard to provide. After school, a hardened life has allowed Talaris to appreciate many of the things he had once taken for granted. A warm meal, a dry bed, and pleasant company is a luxury to any person, regardless of position or stature. However, this has never stopped a small, ever-burning desire to one day reach out and seek the steps to the entrance of wherever the mad goddess resides, to both see and be seen by perhaps the only true motivation he's ever had, Allele. Alright. And I fixed that typo, so let me actually redo. Let's see, we do description clear. Oops. Let's try that again. There we go. And then we'll do description edits. And there was a problem with quotation marks here. So I'm going to replace the quotation marks with apostrophes, and hopefully that fixes the issue. Okay. And then we'll just take a look at our background. Yep. Oh. No, it looks like it even doesn't like... It doesn't even accept the quotation marks. Oh well. Or, yeah, not quotation marks, apostrophes. It's upset with them as well. Alright, let me just add this to the Avendar notes. And I think we're good. Let me just make sure I didn't miss anything. I guess it's not going to hurt if I save this somewhere. One moment. Okay. We did have to go back to town and do a little bit of fishing because we became hungry while we were sitting around in the Chaja caves. I attempted to use Word of Recall. It's exactly like Recall, except it takes like a tick or two before it actually takes you back to your altar. So that's fine. Otherwise, kind of Interesting. We didn't even train it. What would be the point of training a word of recall? I kind of want to go do it, though. Just train a word of recall just because. Because it bothers me it's at 1%. I guess we could go talk to the headmistress in Varbandor. Where are we? Oh, whoops. We're in the Forest of Nendor now. That's not the path I meant to take. What we're doing? I can't believe my mind has already forgotten what we're doing here. Oh, right, of course. Going to the headmistress. Wait, what? What? Hold on. What? The Void Templar says, "Halt, Talaris. This is no place for you. You're upset within the tower." That's what it says. Hang on. This is the place. What? Oh wait, now we can go? Can we get down? That was weird. Sorry, this is our school, or at least our training place, and that was very odd that the Void Templar tried to keep us out. I guess he just didn't recognize us. It was like, hey. Yeah, because Jaharsi is down here. Okay, so we'll just practice Word of Recall for no reason. Can't practice that. Why not? Word of Recall? Why can't I practice this? I don't care if mechanically it doesn't do anything. I can't, I'm not going to be able to handle it if... is it train? No, it is practice. Practice with a word. Practice the word, man. Maybe I just do practice recall. Can't practice that. Practice recall in parentheses. I guess we can't practice it. We're just stuck with it at level 1 forever. I mean, it doesn't need anything, so. Alright, well, that's kind of a downgrade, gaining level 25. I feel like we've become weaker, because now we can't recall. But I guess other characters would normally lose their recall ability, whereas we have maintained ours, so that's something. I feel like the Chaja Caves are now kind of off the menu for the time being. We can't really do anything else down there, and what's going on here? I keep trying to go east. You feel a strange feeling of deja vu. Wait, what's going on here? We keep going east, but we're not going anywhere. What in the... Anyway, I was going to say that we had explored everything in the Chaja Caves, seemingly, that we could do that wasn't the web maze. There are bandits over here. Why can't we go visit them? Huh. That's strange. Okay. I was gonna go down here and fight some bandits. Because they were bandits that had tried to murder us way a long time ago. But I mean, I don't know. I guess we can't do that. Let's go find the mercenary guild. I think there's a mercenary guild around here. L took us there. I can't remember where it is though. I know we marked it on the map. Might be this one. Here we go. Ethron Mercenary says, "Are you interested in work?" We will say, "Yes, we are." You may have heard, but there's a group of Siren Reaver. Oh, he's asking us to do the Siren Reaver quest. The one we did with L, but just due to the way the game works, we didn't get any credit for it. We have to get his scalp. Nithenic. Yeah, that's how I'm saying that. Dangerous swap. Yeah, we've already heard all this before. Alright, let's go see if we can kill those Reavers. This is probably a bad idea, but we're going to try it anyway. I'm also a little curious as to, like, why can't I go north? Where are we? There we are. I'm curious to see whether we can kill the ice ghouls on our own. Probably. I would imagine we could. Oh my goodness. So let's go see if we can. We'll use this as a baseline to figure out how strong or weak we are without L to protect us. Okay. Let's go find a ghoul. There's a woodcutter here. I don't remember seeing this guy. An older man, this human woodcutter seems relatively content with his surroundings. He wears a bright flannel shirt and thick leather gloves and whistles softly to himself as he works. Now we found Korjak. Deep what the? That's a lot of rock lizards. Like a lot of rock lizards. Are those things hostile? Let's go find out. Sounds like famous last words. That is so many lizards. You can kill a small rock. Oh, okay. So these things aren't threatening. However, there's a small brown lizard. No. I don't want to. There's one lizard here that at the very top. Let's do one dot lizard. Leads to the north. No, don't leave. Alright, hold on. We're going to do something really stupid here. Okay. We're going to cast smoke. And then we're just going to leave. Oh no! Flee! Flee! Are they all dead? Did we kill them all? Where are we? I can't actually tell. I think we killed them all. Oh no, they're here. Shoot! Oh, there's so many. We'll just cast Immolation a bunch of times and kill them all. I was hoping to. Oh, they're. Oh, okay, they're mostly dead now. So smoke. Wait a minute. No, they're like all still here. Looks like we killed. Oh, whoa. Yeah. Wow, like a billion of them. I guess the game wasn't sure how to track all of them. So what we did here, just to kind of, oh shoot, we're blinded by the smoke. What we did here, just kind of give a visualization of what happened, is we walked into this cave entrance, saw about 1 billion lizards, and then just threw down our smoke spell, which is our only AoE spell right now. And now we're surrounded, we're blind, we can't see, and we're surrounded by a room filled with angry blind lizards that are all just leaping everywhere, trying to attack us, and we're just knocking them away. And we can't cast smoke until a certain amount of time passes. So I'm just waiting to see if smoke comes back, and then we're gonna cast smoke again, see if it kills them all, because I think this is hilarious. We just have to wait for another tick. I think. Oh no, it looks like we can do it again now. Alright, so let's cast smoke. Oops. Cast smoke. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's killing them though. It's certainly dealing damage. If we scroll up here, yeah, it says pitiful, inadequate, wrens, savages. It's just not dealing very much damage. How much longer do we have to wait? We have to wait an hour before smoke comes back. I really just want to kill them all in one blow. We've become better at trance. Now we can't concentrate to cast detect in combat. We're still in combat here, but no one's able to hit anything, because we're all just blind and probably like coughing up all sorts of smoke and unable to see and everything terrible like that. Your average stab exterminates. So unfortunately we are killing them slowly with our dagger. So I don't think I'm gonna get the colossal killing blow that I'm looking for, because I think inevitably we're going to accidentally kill them. Alright, let's cast smoke one last time. Cannot summon a cloud of smoke yet. Oh, I thought enough time had passed. Cannot summon a cloud of smoke. Oh, now we are. Yeah, it's not killing them, unfortunately. Oh well, we'll just cast Immolation a couple times. Wipe out the rest of them. Are we blind, though? I don't think we are, because it seems like we're able to see. Oops. Yeah, we can totally see here, surprisingly. Smoke swirls about you, but you ignore it with practiced ease. That's probably our Firekin ability, firing, which I think is how... I think smoke is supposed to be a normal part of our rotation, but because it blinds us, I've been super leery to use it. I keep saying we ignore it with practice ease though now. So I'm hoping that means... I don't know, should we start using smoke more? I feel like we got blinded earlier by it. We probably should just go to the scholar lady in Varbandor and ask her to train us in Firekin again and boost it up to 75, because you can train anything to 75, and then in order to get it from 75 to 100 you have to do it yourself. Mutilated heart, arm, brains. There's so much stuff here. I'm gonna take the heart. Oh no, now we're blinded by the smoke. We're gonna eat the heart. Sacrifice the heart to allele, or the brains, I guess. Well, that was interesting. Unfortunately, we're blind, so we can't see what we're doing. And surprisingly, detect... See, I thought there was going to be this nifty little interaction with detect invisible, where you were going to be blind, but because you cast detect invisible, you could still see, but it's not the case. You just have to wait for your blindness to run out. Yeah, you see this where it says, it's just this blank status effect. I think... Is that our blind? No, that's inflame. Where's the blind? Here we go, smoke. Modifies hit roll. Okay, we can see again. Well, we killed all those lizards. That was fun. Oh, that didn't go on the map for some reason. Huh. Let's reset. Kind of get the map its bearings again. There we go. Tiny brown lizard with lumpy stone-like scales scampers about. We'll leave the lizards alone for now. There's a lot of lizards in here, which is weird because they're so weak compared to everything else. Like they're like the ice ghouls are just terrifying, and then these lizards are just kind of adorable. I'm not really seeing anything particularly interesting here. Oh, we can go down. That's scary. Let's try going down. We're in a gravel-filled tunnel. A scrap of paper is here. What? Let's look at the scrap. Written on the paper are the words, "Welcome, friend. Enjoy my hospitality, Zilba." As much as I feel like we should be suspicious of somebody saying, "Welcome to my hospitality" in the middle of the Brentors, we will take them up on their word and go down and see what they have down here. Huh. I don't see anyone named Zilba. Where are we? Hey, I was promised a Zilba, and we did not find a Zilba. Uh-oh. Nope. What are you doing? Mapper, please. Okay. And we're in a subterranean tunnel. Wait, what happened here? It seems that we've gone from 218 to some other location. Huh. Alright. So 218 leads to 2802. We'll just do a custom line to make that a little more apparent. Hey, knock that off. Still just a dark tunnel here. Now wait, this is interesting. Why is there a path? A path leading off from 2817. we got a point for that. Which means it's a new area. Gah. Weird. Weird mapping. Guess we go down. Sorry. What is this tunnel? We're just... This tunnel filled with little... Oh, shoot. Hold on, these last two rooms we've already been in. Let's drop something meaningful. We'll drop a trout. And we'll use that to kind of orient ourselves. Alright, let's keep an eye out for that trout, see if we find it. I'm not seeing it. Okay, I think I see what happened. Maybe? There's the trout. Okay. Which means we should probably delete all this. Sadly. And just remap it here. Okay, these are new areas. Yeah, okay. 2825. This will make sense when I'm done. And then 2826. Okay, so essentially what we did, we just realigned the maps there, because apparently going down here pops you out over there, which was throwing me off. But I think we got it now. We should probably focus on clearing out the entire... a pile of copper coins. What? Guess we'll take the coins. 1 coin. Alright. Not much of a pile, but okay. Anyway, what I was trying to say is we should map out everything that we can on each level before going to the next one. Because that way we won't run into that issue that we just had where we swapped levels and started mapping a new area that was actually an area we'd already been. Keep waiting to meet this Zilba, and now I'm starting to think that somebody just dropped that paper for no reason. A simple copper ring is here. You stand in a dark tunnel worn deep into the roots of the Brintorn Mountains. The walls of the tunnels are formed of black shale, and loose fragments of stone jut from the cave walls, ready to tumble to the floor. Underfoot, layers of shale gravel line the tunnel. Small pieces of scaly skin lie about. Tunnel is at a dead end in this point. It's another ring caked with mud. Well, we've already got one cursed ring. What's another? Get a copper ring. Oh, this is just a copper ring. Probably something somebody else used as a marker. I'm just going to drop the ring and destroy it. We've already mapped all this out. I think if we go down here, right, so this just kind of leads in a circle. Oh, our jug is empty. Might be a good time to use Word of Recall. I want to keep going, though. Alright, let's try going down here and see if it... This is a new area. Okay, so... we're in a rock lizard lair. However, peering north and south, I don't see anything. They're just rock lizards. But, nothing threatening or no treasure. Here is a subterranean tunnel, which just keeps going down. Now we're in a rough earthen tunnel. Dead end. Oh, wait, what was that? A large pile of crystals moves fitfully about the... What? Consider Chrismal? Oh, apparently it's a monster. They do move fitfully. Let's look at the Chrismal. Dang it, it left. There we go. Appearing at first to be nothing more than a large pile of crystals, the Chrismal's nature becomes slightly more clear after it begins moving about. A creature of pure mineral, the Chrismal darts in sudden movements, stopping completely for long periods. Let's cast scan on the Chrismal. It seems to be slightly stronger than our magic. It is immune to weapon, acid, poison, drowning, blind, pierce, and slash. It is resistant to, however, it is weak to bashing. Makes sense. They seem to be non-hostile. The way south is blocked. We're in a crystal-filled cave. The way south is blocked by a massive pile of crystals which fill the tunnel. Kill pile? The Chrysmal is unaffected by your stab. Oh, wait. No, I didn't want to kill the Chrysmal. I wanted to... Alright, let's try fleeing. Well, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, there's one more part. Let's take a look here. Whoa, wait, what? We got a crazy amount of experience points. 5 exploration points and 20 experience points. Gotta add that to the ignore prompt. But it was just pitch black down here. It's not even mapping because... I don't understand. We have a glowing ring. Oh, something is attacking us. The darkness's inadequate sapping emptiness damages us. What? Alright, let's get out of here. That's super weird. I'm gonna put a warning on the map here for that. Alright, now I'm satisfied with casting Word of Recall. The cats are going nuts. Okay, so that was certainly interesting. Let's go map out the savannah. Oh wait, no, the whole reason we did this is because we're gonna go kill those bandits. Never mind, let's go there instead. Okay. This might not be the best idea we've ever had. Wait, what is that? A thick-cut tender beef lies here. That's L's tender beef. We'll just leave that there because I find that hilarious. And the map shifted for some reason. And the map shifted a lot. Probably because of the... we were exploring that cave. Okay, so we have these sirens over here. Man, there's a lot of them. My real concern is whether or not they would try to attack us all at the same time. Because at least if they fight us one at a time, we can handle one. But all of them? I feel like we would just get murdered. The mercenary did say that we would probably need help to do this quest. What did we get out of it? Elle said 20 gold. It's probably not worth it. Although, if we die, we could try getting rid of our ring. Hmm. Let's go whole hog on this one. We'll even cast Lambent. No, we'll sleep first to regain some of that MP. Do we need the MP? We don't need the MP. Let's cast Lambent and go. Let's pay very close attention to the text and see if they all attack us or not. Wait, why did we get EXP for this? We've been here already. Oh, because we came here as a ghost. So they don't seem to be fighting us. Alright, well. Let's consider the Siren. Oh, apparently they're no threat? What? Why was I so worried about this? Let's do 1 Siren. Uh, 2 Siren. 3. 4. Oh, and the other one left. Okay, let's go kill some Sirens. I mean, I thought this was something we needed to be worried about. Yeah, that Siren is dead. Oh, you're standing with the Nethenic Reavers worsens? Wait, what? I didn't sign up for this. Oh, now they're all attacking us. I think. Or at least it seemed like one of them attacked us. Maybe I was wrong. I love it. We're fighting while being heralded by the cocoon of Allele. So I guess the Sirens are just going to leave us alone. It said our standing with Nethenic's Reavers worsened. I don't know if I care. They are bandits. Talaris has no affinity to bandits. We'll leave these guys alone. We're here. These guys are just preparing a meal. There's no need to mess with them. We're just here for the head of Nethenic. So we'll just get that and get out. Although I'm kind of nervous that if we go to where Nethenic is, they'll just like immediately try to kill us. There's a lot of vipers in the swamp to the west. Do we need anything? Do we have... Let's check our buffs. Detect, invisibility, inflame, shield. We lost Lambent. That's fine. I don't know if we need it. We should probably have it on just in case. Wait, that didn't cost much mana. Why did I think Lambent cost so much? Because it says it costs 70, but it just charged us 25. Is that a typo? Or did we tick in between and regain a bunch of mana? We gotta keep an eye on that. See if that's a typo or not. Oh, Nethenic's over here. Let's go get him. Yep. Oh, he's attacking us right off the bat. Ha! He hurts. We didn't get a chance to consider him. He's probably angry at us for, you know, killing his guys. Oh man, it's gonna come down to the wire here. Ah, he got us. Dang it. Alright, hang on. We'll do the corpse run. Alright. We got all our stuff back. And managed to get our stats back. Well, not our core stats. Our core stats are still -1 for 16 hours. Okay, so Nethenic is a little too strong for us right now. Oh, something I did do is I meticulously picked up each of the... Cat, stop knocking the mic. Get out of here. Get out of here. Something I did do is meticulously picked up each of our items and specifically did not pick up the mud-caked ring, so we don't have that in our inventory anymore. One thing I am going to do is we're going to go down into the savannah because there are a couple parts here. It's very confused about where we are. There are a couple parts here we never fully explored. How much does a room cost from this guy? 1 gold? It's almost worth it. Just to map it out. Get these 3 keys. It bothers me that that we don't have. Let's buy the key. Buy iron key. Buy iron key. Buy iron key. Alright. Probably a waste of gold, but it is. Oh no! We probably were just buying the same iron key over and over again. Item return. Okay. There's this weird mechanic where you can't return things until a tick has passed. And I think that's because probably something to do with just the way the code works. I don't know if maybe there's like a glitch or something that would happen if you could return things immediately. There we go. Can we return another one? Dang it. Okay. So we probably just wasted a gold. Use iron key north. Use key north. How about unlock north? There we go. Right, hang on. Alright, we're in a room. In a dark room. A single torch, its blaze extinguished, remains in its holder, the other appearing to have not been removed and not replaced. A low cot has been placed against the western wall under the torch, and a large bookcase stands near the door leading south into the hallway, utterly devoid of books. Portrait of a noble-looking Nefortu hangs along the back wall. Do we keep our key? We do. Interesting. So what if we unlock east? You lack the key. Unlock east. We lack the key. Yeah. Wonderful. So we'll drop one of these keys and just... Oh, the iron key dissolves into smoke. Okay. So let's try buying 2.key. Shoot, it's still listed as an iron key in our inventory, though. Let's try unlocking east. Okay. We were able to unlock this one. Yeah, this one's a dusty room. Cot lies against the eastern wall, covered with an old blanket made from the pelt of a lion. Small wooden tabletop with the skull of a bison stands by the doorway along the western wall. Cool. Let's buy 3 dot key. We'll unlock east. And finally, in a brightly lit room, 2 torches hanging on the wall provide light for the small room. Unlike the majority of the torches in the trading post, these torches burn brightly, flooding the room with light. A small wooden bed lies at the north end of the wall, covered with an elegant quilt. A large mirror hangs on the eastern wall, reflecting the brilliant light. A door in the western wall provides an exit from this room. A bulky man, dressed in the flowing robes of a southern merchant, sits on the end of a bed. My good sir, I fear there's been a mistake. You are in our room. Let's look at the man. Heavy-set man, considerable girth, is draped in the flowing, colorful robes of the merchant from Ashta Harud. The phlegmatic expression on his deeply tanned face suggests a peaceful demeanor, and yet one both determined and shrewd. Although accustomed to his creature comforts, he appears ready to defend his fortune with his life. I have no reason to take your fortune, sir, so... Well, that makes me happy. It's been bothering me that those rooms have not been filled this entire time, so... Let's make them the right color. And where do we go from here? Wait, what? Barely sweltering heat scratches us? What? What? I'm so confused. What? Is the sun out? Is it because we're wearing metal? I wonder if it's because we're wearing metal. Look at that. The sweltering heat scratches us. What is going on? Help heat. Help weather? Okay. Syntax is weather time system? Weather shows... Okay. So we type in weather and it should show us the weather. The temperature is very hot. I see. Time system? Avendar started up Sunday, October 27th. Weird. That's kind of neat. How about, what were some of those other ones? Time shows us the time. We already knew that. Worth. We'll bring up a quick spread of useful information. Doing gold, EXP. Okay. This is areas. Whoa. I don't know what all this is. Yolin Ninja Dine Kood. I think one of the people in the Discord's name was Ninja Dine. Actually, I think Ninja Dine might be one of the head moderators. I'm not sure. Is this every area in the game? Looks like they have a number. There's no area 1 or 3. 35 to 51, that's probably a spread of levels recommended to be there. I wonder if the Chaja Caves are on here. Yeah, here they are. Chaja Caves, recommended level 5 to 35. The Castle of Nothly, recommended level 45 to 51. The City of Gogoth, 15 to 25. Aw, that's so disappointing. We missed our chance to go to Gogoth and have it be relevant. School of Heroes, 1 to 10. Yeah, the two big cities, 1 to 51. Urandam Grasslands, 1 to 51. That doesn't make any sense. How about Jossa Lake? Is there also a lake on here? With the Lifeling freeholds. The Uthlin Ocean, level 15 to 30. We should go back there. Maybe we can go down into the water. The Brintor Mountains, 10 to 40. Ariel River, Dantoran, Krillin Fortress. The Area of Griffins. Yeah, we were up there. I didn't find that place to be particularly interesting. Tower of Aramril. Aramril. Hall of Law. What stuff here? Korthrandir. I love Korthrandir. We create a new character, we gotta start out in Korthrandir. The Vorindon Road, the Rock Tunnels. Shrine of Zigonth. Arrow Village. I think we went to Arrow Village. Is Arrow Village the one in Nendor? Might be. The City of Yithil. Tower of Shendir. We haven't been to most of these places. I don't see the Lifeling freeholds on here. Or the, what is it called? Oh, whoa! There's twice the, oh boy. Like 93 billion areas. Apparently there's a whole nother set here. It's quite a few. The Halls of the Shunned. Nendor. Been there. Jostle Lake, here we go. 1 to 40? What on earth do we need to be level 40 to do there? There's nothing there but fish and bees. Zilva's Palace. Oh, we found a... That was the name on that parchment we found in the caves. The Lifeling freehold is here. Here we go. Freehold of Lifeling. Recommend level 1 through 20. That makes sense. Really wasn't anything dangerous there. Alright, well. Some interesting stuff. Oh, I wonder if these are the authors. Like, who created them? The area? I wonder if Tasky's on here for anything. I don't see him. Or, them. Neon Gray, Devolent, Kudrov, Ninjadine, Yazik. Cat, I'm going to end you. Yeah, yeah. I think that at least confirmed that there's way more places that we have not even begun to explore. Let's start filling in... Oops. Let's start filling in some of these rooms here. I'm sure this links up like that. Ooh, there's a lion here. Crap. Let's get out of here. I mean, I don't... Like, I can't prove the rooms connect like this, but I'm pretty sure they do. Oh, there's a door? Wait, a chain of hills. Thick oaken doors is closed. Thick bushes grow against the nearest hill in the west. A large fortified building has been constructed against the base of a hill. Its entry hall directly to the west. I have a feeling we're going to need to move the map down. Before we do that, let's go this way and add in this little section. Oh, what happened? It's so hard to tell if this is actually a new room, or if it's just the mapper being dumb. Drop a trout. We'll use that to test it. It's a new room. I don't know why they do that. Yeah, because there's the trout. We're gonna have to drop trouts now. Drop the trouts! Sounds like it's code word for something. Oh shoot, there's a lion here. What? Guys, get this. Hold on, I have to reorient the map. I know it doesn't look like it, but the mapper doesn't realize we're a room off. Corners are usually a good place to do that. Anyway, check this out. 2620, I think, leads to 2866. But it's a one-way trip. Yeah. For some weird reason. What's happening now? Oh no, we're in a new place. Shoot. Okay, we need to find another corner. Get the map reset. There we go. Oh no! The lion got angry. Let's get out of here. The problem is, now that lion is going to chase us across the savannah. So something I've learned is enemies have aggro, where they will continue to follow you. Oh, wait. The human lion is fighting. Let's help the human. I mean, as long as we have someone standing in front of us, we can deal quite a bit of damage. It's just we can't tank anything. Although if this human dies, we are so dead. Why are we not casting beam on the lion? We've just been pumping this lion full of beams of fire and it doesn't matter. My goodness, finally it's dead. Anyway, let's there's a trout here. So we'll use that as our point of orientation. So if we go left and see a trout, we don't. We see one here. I see what's happened. These are fake rooms. They're not real. Anyway, we got the the hide of a lion, which we can turn into one of those talismans and perhaps sell at Avendar for a small profit. What on earth? Who designed this map? What is going on here? I have to continually shift this thing south. Okay, we'll just do it like that. Hopefully there's not too many rooms here on this trail. Hopes dashed. We're also not getting EXP for this. We're totally not. Wait, what's going on here? How are we not getting EXP for this? How have we been here before? Guys, I'm very lost. The only thing I can think is perhaps when I was frantically running away from something. Maybe I accidentally came here? But the positioning of these rooms makes no sense. I'm just going to try and give us a lot of space. We'll worry about the details later. This is already pretty funky. So we're before some tents. Looks like we can open the tent to the north. I haven't gone in here. Just seems like a tent. Can we search it? Sacks threaten to fill the remaining space. You'd think this would be a place where we would find something. Dust have collected against the contents of the tent. Doesn't really even seem like there's anything in here. It's an abandoned hunting tent or something. And now we're in a dark blue tent. I guess that was it. I created way too much room. Oh, there's a hunter here. Yeah, clearly this is just a hunting camp. I created room in the wrong direction. Alright, let's see what this takes us. The east is another tent. Just a large red tent. Pedinin, a regal-looking Aelin, sits at an oak writing desk in a tent? Let's look at this dude. Slightly plump Aelin of average height and fair complexion, Pedinin sits at an oak writing desk composing a letter. His appearance is quite regal, his eyes looking out over his nose and his chin slightly upturned. He's wearing a glowing sapphire ring, a hat with feathers, a silver-coated cane, and a chain whip of golden links. Alright, I'm gonna leave you alone. And south, looks like a medical tent. A lot of injured Calderans and hunters here. Well, alright. Suppose that wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I still don't understand the need for this, though. This makes no sense to me. The rest of it is okay, though. Sure, we'll go ahead and close it in a little bit here. There we go. Right, can't go that way. Ooh, there's a corpse of an Aletharian hunter here. Let's see what it's got. A light wooden javelin and a fair bit of money. Let's just go south, I guess. Oh, are we at the end of the savannah? We are. I didn't think it would happen. Uh-oh. Now the inevitable question. Is this a new room, or is it just a goofed room? It's a new room. Why? Why are there just randomly extra rooms? I think it's because it's the road, is what I'm noticing, is how this happens. Which is just so weird, because it means that it's faster to travel through the savannah rather than the road, because if you take the road, it's going to cost more movement. Whatever, I didn't make this map. Who made this map? Who do we want to blame? We can figure that out now. Who made the savannah? Let's see here. It's gotta be here somewhere, right? I'm gonna get eaten by a lion. You know what? There's an easier way to do this. I'm gonna copy this into Word and text search it. The Savannah, designed by Kazil Kudrov. Sounds like a very Russian or Ukrainian name. Well, Kazil, I like many things about the Savannah, and I dislike other things. Overall, though, I do have to admit, I think the Savannah is one of my my favorite areas so far. I'm not sure why. It just has this robustness to it, like all the like this, where you can find the corpse of a human hunter, their brains splattered everywhere. We're gonna eat these brains. I think what it is that the savannah feels alive. Like, a lot of the areas, like, think about the Chaja Caves. The Chaja Caves don't feel alive because the NPCs aren't interacting with each other. It just kind of feels like it's filled with these big bugs, and they're like, hey, kill us, we're EXP. Not that I mind that necessarily. It's totally fine. But the way that the lions are killing things, and then the hunters are trying to fight the lions or other things. This right here, I know we haven't gone into this. Let's go do this. It's repeatable. So there's this injured man lying in the savannah, and if you go try to help him, he betrays himself as a bandit, and a buddy of his jumps out of the shadows and tries to kill you. It's kind of funny. I don't know. it seems to me like the definition of a highwayman. I like it. I like the Hunter's Lodge. It feels very good. It feels like the place that all the hunters hang out in. I don't know. It's like the savannah. I like that there's a way to obtain hides and trade them in for better gear. It's fun. Anyway, I think all our buffs are up. Not that we need them, I think this... Yeah, so here we go. A bruised young man said, bandits attacked me while I was traveling. Please stay and help me. And then immediately you get attacked here. Looks like we got backstabbed. And that might look dangerous, but after the initial attack where he jumps out of the shadows, it's not really that big of a thing. As you see, we just killed them. Two of them were fighting us at once, him and his buddy. But we killed them and didn't even get any EXP. Get some money. Oh, we got... Oh no, we got EXP because we became better at Beam of Fire. We picked up a couple random pieces of gear. The thin iron knife and the clubs. Not very useful. I imagine you probably need to watch out for those guys if you're a lower level. But at our current state, we don't have anything to worry about. Wait, we can go up over here? What is this? Yeah, we can go up. Huh. Should we do that? I kind of want to stay on the ground level of the savannah first, but at the same token, I'll probably forget about this if we don't do this. Alright, let's do this. So we're in a rocky overlook. Yeah, to the east we see the savannah. There's a cul-de-sac to the north, so let's go that way. We're at a hunter's camp. Oh, this guy has a job for us. Camp has been set into the cul-de-sac of a mountain rock. It is protected from the wind and the elements by the high rock faces that rise about it. Campment seems half abandoned. Two of its three great tents collapsed in unceremonious heaps. Fire pit has long gone cold from lack of attention. No firewood nearby. A cruel-looking nobleman surveys his camp. Lord Marledo? Marledo. You there. I have a job. If you're interested, just ask about a job. Let's consider Marledo. Ooh, he has an evil glint in his eye. No, we're not interested in your shady business. Okay, so we're going up further. A young scholar is here. I feel like this place probably deserves to be its own location. But I don't know what to call it yet, so I'm going to keep mapping it under the savannah for the time being. Clearing in the pines. Exhibiting a white aura, an alien woman sits by a fire. A young ranger tends the camp. Okay. So, a not crappy people-filled camp. Still going up even higher. The eastern outskirts of Jandiska Village. Let's just start mapping Jandiska Village. Alright. So this whole village off the savannah. Mason's workshop. Can't get a list here. I guess there's no real reason to be here. We can't do masonry. Carpenter shop. Can't get a list here. We're the Gravekeeper's cottage. A gnarled old Caledarian is here, leaning heavily on a cane. He says, best avoid the graves when dark has fallen. Nighttime is the ghosts' time. Leave them to them and theirs. What time is it? Ooh, it's nighttime. Alright. We'll heed his advice. Humble residence. Oh, can't go north. Must be where the graves are. Seems we found the town fountain. And the Hall of Learning. Oh, I think I saw that when we typed in area. Torchlight casts a dramatic shadow upon the well-fit and age-worn masonry of the spacious Hall of Learning. Said to have been founded by the earliest Caladeran settlers in the Jandiska clan, is remarkably well kept for such an old structure. Alright. What are the Caladarans again? Are those the, can't quite remember. It's hard to keep all the races straight. Caladarans. They're the earth healer people. They're the tree people. Right. They're the ones who run the monastery. I think. Still in the Hall of Learning. Ooh, door to the east is locked. North is a library. West is scribing chamber. A lecture hall. Wait, I'm confused. We can go east, but that ruins the map. Okay. A shrine of wisdom. A altar of granite stone stands in the center of the room. Okay. And up here, a well-kept office. This tidy structure occupies the whole of the second floor chamber. Heavy tapestries cover the stone walls, save for the south, where a large window overlooks the town square. An old desk sits against the wall near the staircase, and against the western wall, an old lockbox banded with brass stands on the small stone dais. There is a small hole in the ceiling from which a stout rope hangs down, not quite touching the floor. What? The ancient Caladeran steward of the Hall of Learning stands here. Greetings, Talaris. Have you come to hear wisdom or perhaps my beliefs? I may have time before my next lecture. Let's say wisdom. Oh, say beliefs? Oh, we all seek wisdom in our own way. But do we really understand what it is we're looking for? Oh, do not start a pretentious... It is hard to say. Wisdom by definition... Okay, that's it. I'm out of here. Not looking for a... rambling lecture. Talaris is much too reminded of his time in college at the School of Heroes. Oh, that reminds me. I need to... Hold on. We did go mark. Technically, that was a quest that one dude had. Where is it? Was it here? Yeah, this is the guy. Technically, this is a quest, so we're going to mark it on the map. Alright. A wide path through the trees. A wand maker shop. Alright. We don't speak Caladeran, but apparently he's not open until 5. I got a closed door. Traveler's store. Oh, at least she speaks English, or common, I should say. Go ahead and add those as stores on the map. A crowded bunkhouse lies here. Wait, what's this? We're in the common room of the Scholar's Rest. A small inn for travelers, the Scholar's Rest serves as a place for the road-weary to eat and rest. There's a big fire, roaring fire, tables and chairs. A bunch of people here. Someone's playing drums. An Aletheria Mason looks at her mug with a sigh. What I wouldn't give for some of the brutal brew. Caladeran innkeeper says, "Come, have a meal and rest your weary feet at the Scholar's Rest." And the Mason left. Uh-oh. Game thinks that the room is our prompt, which is not correct. Try this again. There we go. So what's the list here? Go ahead and add this in as a store. A loaf of bread, warm mug of mulled wine, a mug of ale, and a bowl of thick stew for 3 silver? It's kind of on the cheaper end of things, isn't it? Oh, we haggled over the price. Got her to drop it 4 copper. I don't know if that was necessary, Talaris, but okay. Nice. Here we're in another common quarters. Scholar of the Law tells us, "Greetings, my colleagues here and I wish to debate our views to an audience." The Scholar of Law tells us it is a discussion of a law of chaos. Say yes, should you wish to listen. Well, that's gonna be a no for me, dog. Alright. It's interesting that this town, much like the Ethron village to the east of the... Who are the Ethrons? I keep getting the Ethron. I get the Ethron, the Caladarans, and the Chitaran all mixed up. I don't know why. The Ethron are plant golems. I think that's why I get them mixed up. The Ethron are golems, whereas the Caladarans are earth healers and tree people, but I don't think they're made out of plants the same way that the golems are. I don't know, they're very hard for me to distinguish in my head. A modest encampment. Oh. Alright, apparently this is... What's marked? This is purple. Purple for guilds. Looks like the village ends here. I bet those shops are open. Go take a look. A root wand of growth, a wand of warped wood, a wand of bundled thorns, far too pricey for us. A fire kit, traveler's walking stick for 8 gold? Good gravy, man. That must be one killer walking stick. Pack of traveler's rations and a water flask. Yeah, I don't think we're interested. We're in a lush grove. A stone juts up from the forest floor, a marking upon it. A vibrant Caladeran druidess walks among the trees of the grove. Asawi tells us, "Welcome to the grove of Jondiska village. Do you have a question regarding the altars of druidic worship, or perhaps nature?" That's also going to be a no for me, dog. Thank you for offering, though. Oh there, come up to Jondiska looking for wisdom, I take it. Took a wrong turn, no doubt. Caladeran farmer chuckles and returns to his work. Apparently this is a farm. It's also going to be a non-level of interest in the farmer. What happened? Great, great. Everything is fine. This is fine. Oh, let's go look at the graves now that it's daytime. That's probably what we should do. What is happening? Trying to take a shortcut. I'm just gonna have to connect them manually. 2913. $2904. Okay, let's see if the Gravekeeper will let us through here. We seem good. In a shadowy graveyard. Sound of tolling bells rolls through the air. Mossy gravestones rise from the loamy earth of the cemetery, cloaked in perpetual shadow by dense foliage and looming age-bitten facade of nearby buildings. There's an iron gate behind us. Can we open the gate? Cool. Can. There's a raven here. Raven seems normal. Oh, what? Can't. Looks like we can't go to the west. Oh, the runes. No, closed doors to the west. I don't know what it is. Wait a minute. I bet it connects to the Hall of Learning up to the north. So I bet I don't need to move the map. There's a temple here. The ruins of a temple. The skeleton of what looks like what was once a temple looms all around you. The age-worn walls of masonry stone rise up to meet the grand roof that has long since been claimed by the ravages of time. Mossy pillars crumble, now holding up nothing but stale air. Stones at your feet are rubble strewn, and debris and wear of time obscuring the names of the souls resting beneath the slabs into the floor. I'm a little disappointed. The runes get one square. I'd very much enjoy going out and traipsing about some ruins. Oh well. A stiff wind blows you west. I don't understand this. Sometimes you can get blown in directions, and the winds will move you. I don't know if they do that as a countermeasure against botting. Botting? However you say that. Overlooking the valley of Jandiska. Winding mountain trail among the rocks. And we're on another mountain path. Okay. Oh, there is a cave bear here. The perfect match? That sounds dangerous. For a multitude of reasons. Okay, let's check Lambent here. 381. No, it definitely costs 70. We must have just ticked up our MP last time we cast it. Is this a bad idea? Are we gonna do this and regret it? Let's at least stop mapping. I'm probably gonna regret this. What are we doing fighting a cave bear? This just goes against everything you're taught as a child. Although I think we're winning. Surprisingly. Why are we punching the bear? Hold on, let's clear and flee. Alright, let's cast Burnout. Let's actually wear a dagger. Okay, we're confident with the dagger. We're gonna go to sleep right in the middle of this path. The bear is probably gonna follow us. It seems that monsters move 1 square per tick. So I imagine on the next tick, we'll probably get assaulted. And so when he comes over, we'll just immediately start casting Beam of Fire. Unless our immolation accidentally killed him, which would be funny. Okay, I think we're good. Oh, there's no bear. It didn't follow us. Oh, we lost our dagger. Huh. Okay. Well, oftentimes, monsters will follow you. Alright, well, there's the bear, dead. Worth a bit of EXP, but otherwise not particularly strong. Didn't really drop anything either. Like no hides or bear meat. Mountain ram is here. We'll consider the ram. Ram seems very easy to kill, so we'll leave it alone. There are 3 woven cotton blankets here. Why on earth? I guess we'll just take a blanket and look at it. You get a cool blanket. It's just a blanket. It's for a quest, I see. We'll just drop it then. We can no longer see in the dark. Alright. A tiny chipmunk is to the west. A spice finch? What is a spice finch? There are finches and butterflies all around here. What is this? Happy Mountain. Mountain Grove. I don't want to go down just yet, so we're going to keep walking around here. A large rock warms in the sun. Well, let's look at the rock. Kick rock? Kill the rock! Mountain trail keeps descending. Ooh, we have an upwards path. Okay. Well, let's try going... Gosh darn it. Yes, I know it's goofy to grab all of these and move them over, but I think the way the map shifts things is undone if we grab all the rooms and move them. Okay, let's try going down here, seeing we're in a small box canyon. A small gouge into the granite stone of the Malagian Mountains. This canyon ends in a large cave to the west. A hide is draped over the cave entrance, serving as a crude door. A steep, rocky slope ascends to a grove above, verdant foliage visible over its crest. The floor of the gully is devoid of any rubble and somewhat flat, making for stable footing. Why am I reminded of Olga from Dark Crystal? Alright, so a hide-decorated cave. A large Alatheria is here, clad in dirty hides. We're just going to leave them alone. Is that the first Alatherian we've met? Surely not. They're the giants that fell from grace, right? I think so. Okay, we're in a cave here. There are the cave lizards. A gigantic brown lizard. Okay, these ones are gigantic. Oh, this thing seems... Oh, it's an ancient Strorzian? What the heck is this thing? A massive ancient specimen of the Strorzian race. This brown-scaled lizard rests in its cave. 4 massive stumpy legs support a bulky body, its back arching into the air. In comparison to the rest of its body, its head is relatively small. A pair of dull black eyes gaze from its sockets, betraying nothing beyond an animal intelligence. Razor teeth fill its small mouth, more for the catching of small animals and eating of grass than anything else. A thick tail tapers from its body nearly 10 feet in length. The docile beast looks unalertly about its cavern, blinking its eyes, black eyes in occasion. Wow, neat. I'm going to add that as a point of interest. A shrine within a cave. There's a shrine here? Alright. Wait. Oh, there's a shaman here. Or shaman, depending on how you say it. Huh. There's a floating brown-scaled Strorzian here? Weird. The soot-blackened cave. The walls of this cave chamber have been blackened by soot, and the smell of smoke hangs in the air. A fire pit has been carved in the hard granite rock filled with the glowing embers of a recent fire. Sleeping furs are strewn about the chamber, filthy with soot, sand, and ash. A short passage leads out of the chamber. A Siren Ranger tells us there is a task which must be performed. Will you hear it? Well... yes, of course. Ranger says, excellent. Mark this as a quest on the map. Something was stolen from us. A scroll treasured by our shaman was taken, stolen by a warm-blood ranger. He is an Aletheria and lurks in the groves to the northwest. Return this scroll and you will be rewarded. I find many trinkets which are of no use to me. Those who approach the tower are most wealthy indeed. There is magic for you when you do this service. Let's look at this Siren. Consider Siren. I just want to find out if he's evil. No. Alright, I'm okay with this. The Aletharian shouldn't have taken the thing. Let's consider the Aletharian. Oh. Apparently this guy would just murder us. Can we just search the area and find it? Can we just, like, take it? I'm not finding it. We can't speak Aletheria either. So I suppose we can't do this. It's probably the only way to solve it is with violence. Where is this? Oh, whoops. I totally missed one of the passageways. I wonder if this links up. Oh, it does. Okay, cool. Up or down? I say we go up. A jagged slope. Guess we keep going up. Cast some wings just in case we lose our footing. The crest of a jagged slope. A dark-haired woman stands amidst the ruins. The ruins? What ruins? There's no ruins here. Two broken stone juts of stone evenly lean inward. A sad monument to its creators. What's creators? I should probably read this. Let's see. A black stone tower rises ominously from a low valley, its dark walls reflecting little light. I see. A tall, heavy-set woman with long brown hair, Yoreen Marioth, is a minor priestess of Lilun's Silver Rite, a skilled cartographer. She has been known to vanish for years at a time to explore realms unknown to the civilizations of the Dantaran Waver Valley. Rumor has placed her going far west beyond some place, I don't know. So there's a priest here. Priestess. Odd. There's a path here. Oh, are we in the tower? We're south of the Dark Tower. Cool. There's another one of those lizards here. Oh. These are wild Strorzians, and they are very strong, apparently. A black armored guard stands outside the doors of the tower, and they are translucent. This unmoving figure is armored in reflective black steel, standing at attention outside the doors of the conclave. An open-faced helm of the same glossy steel reveals a hard, attentive face whose eyes dart methodically. Weapon in hand, the Templar guard maintains a steady grip on it, his attention devoted to his assignment. I see. So they're human, which is really most of what I was worried about. As long as they're human, I don't have a problem with them. Or human, they're whatever. They aren't a monster. There's something in the armor is what I'm trying to get at. There's a cobbled path around the tower, which leads to a jagged gully. Not much in the gully. Cobbled path continues and then rises up. To this place. The edge of a rise, a small gray lizard. Consider this lizard. Okay, gray lizard seems like a normal lizard. Another edge of a rise. Overlooking a gully or something. Entrance to a small building, a smooth cobbled path made from well-fit granite emerges from a large pair of doors into this building. The path travels west. Blah, blah, blah. To the southwest, a black tower rises into the air. Dark stone walls reflecting little light. A translucent man armored in dark steel stands at attention by this door. What if we try and open the door to the north? It's locked. Okay. I guess they won't let us in. Not really sure what this tower is about. A thin line of water trickles down the slope in a shallow puddle. Maybe we can drink this. Hey, we can. Nice, just in time, because we were kind of getting thirsty there. So we can't go into the tower, I'm assuming, because these guards won't let us through. Now we're on a ledge overlooking the mountains. The vista of the Malagian Mountains. Seems like the string is, or string, a stream is here. Spring, that's what I meant to say. I'm gonna try and open the door to the north. Oh, we can. Oh, Templar says, you may not enter without permission. Okay. I feel like a lot of Templars... I don't know. I've only found 2 places that will accept us as fire scholars, but I feel like there's just all these Templar places. Okay, so it just looks like... Wait, hold up. A patch of freshly turned earth? Ground here is more earthen than stone, earth itself seeming to have been freshly dug and patted down. A dark town. Can we dig? Dig with what? Dig with spear. Dig spear. Dig with the spear. Dig. Alright. So we don't have a shovel or something. Can you dig just anywhere? No, you can't. Interesting. I'm going to add this as a point of interest. Oh, whoops. I made this the wrong color. This is supposed to be pink. Okay. Yeah, that's certainly suspicious. We don't have a shovel or anything, though, so we can't do it. Alright. We're kind of at the last stretch of parts of the mountain here. Or at least as far as what we know. We're going down a lot. Small rodent here. A pika. An abrupt end in a stone-littered trail. Is that what that's called? It is. We're on a rocky, stone-littered trail. Now we're on a stone-littered trail. At the lip of a ravine. We aren't flying. Apparently we need to fly to go south. A small scorpion has arrived from the east. Let's look at the scorpion. Okay, good, good. Scorpion's no threat. We're above the ravine. We're going to color this white so that we understand that, not white. White is too bright. Color it gray. The heat is hurting us. An old bridge over the ravine. This old rope and board bridge spans over a large ravine, supported on both ends by a pair of wooden posts. It leads to the northern side of the canyon. The bridge creaks with every movement, threatening to fall as aged... What the... Oh, right. Heat. Threatening something... Rope and string cracks. The crack seems naturally formed, most likely in an earthquake. The bottom of the ravine, a good 20 feet down, is mostly hidden by the shadows created by its walls. Southward, the brown plain spread, while the bridge continues north. Seems to be more or less like a new area. The heat is really hurting us. I'm going to try removing our plate and see if that helps us stay cool. Dry cracked plains. Gosh darn it. The heat keeps hurting us, and it is messing with the mapping. What? Why did you create a new room? Now the heat is still hurting us, though. Oh well. Sort of a weird place to end, but I think I'm going to call it here for the day. We're exploring new areas, not really finding a whole lot, but that's okay. Just definitely seeing new places. I didn't expect to find this. Ah, that heat, man. I guess we gotta find shelter. Maybe if we go up into the mountains, the heat will stop hurting us. Or a fire wizard. I think we'd be immune to this stuff. Here we go. I don't think it was hot up here. Yeah, this is where we'll quit for the day. Gained a level. found a lot of new places. Definitely expanded the world. Figured out a couple commands, including the area command, which lets us see quite a bit of information. But yeah, who knows where the adventure will pick up when we come back. I'll probably goof off a little bit, fill in some of the map here in between then, but who knows. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and have a good week.